I've been a chef for 42 years. I've traveled absolutely in many, many places in Africa, also outside of Africa. I've been doing this for so long. I've chosen the path only to work in 4- and 5-star hotels. Yeah, and that's what I've done all these years. Getting to Labadi Beach, I've always wanted to come to Ghana, and the company that I worked with in Rwanda was looking at taking over this particular hotel as a management contract. So I was very much aware of this, obviously Googled it and things like that. It just so happened that it changed to another management contract who I also knew of, and they actually contacted me and asked me if I wanted to come here, so I'm here. I've been in this hotel for 16 years. In the 16 years, myself and my team have developed an incredible team to work with, and we try and develop with my executive sous chefs, my management team. I'm sure you saw yourself earlier on when people were bringing samples. It's not just my way or the highway. It is a discussion with the senior team to see if everybody's happy. The reason why we do that is because every person's palate is different. So and these are the guys which are implementing the scenario. So it's not only my say, but it's our say. There's no I in team. There's only an I in a leader. Yeah. So yes, we've changed. We change weekly. We change daily. Okay. So to actually explain to you, I mean, the buffets have changed every month. We change everything all the time. The a la carte menus, we change every 6 months. Yeah. The banqueting menus, we change every 6 months. So, yeah, it's a continuous. We increase the pizzeria. We've added extra areas on. So we are always moving to strive better and to be the number one. How I do it? We compete amongst ourselves. We don't look at the other competition. I'm not particularly interested in what other people do. I'm interested in what we do. Because we have to be different. We have to be the trendsetters. We have to set the example. That's why people come to us. Very stressful. It is, to be a chef, everybody thinks they can open up food and make money. They can't. Okay? It's a very, very, very stressful job. It is behind the scenes what has to be done. You have to worry about your stocks. You have to worry about the freshness of your stocks. You have to worry about that you have your correct stocks at all times. You have to worry about that your freshness of your fresh produce is fresh on a daily basis. You have to make sure that you never run out of what you need, that the quality of the food that comes into this kitchen is of top notch. You have to make sure that your staff and your kitchen brigade people within their sections follow hygiene protocols at all times, every single minute of every single day. Yeah, it is a very, very stressful job, but I wouldn't do anything else. Yeah, we are very fortunate to be in a situation which is something that we have created, because this is not just a normal hotel. This is a hotel where you have your guests, then you have your banqueting people, but then you have your residents and your clientele from Ghana. Yeah, and the very good Ghanaian people which support us 24/7. Our buffets on Sundays, we do massive buffets on Sundays. We keep changing. Yeah, we're changing with speciality stations on a weekly basis. We've created a massive Ghanaian station inside with a South African braai barbecue feel outside, because that's where I'm from. So we've created this all the time. We are very lucky because with the pool and the beach and the lagoon bar, where we've created now a pizzeria, we get a lot of outside clients and outside guests. So therefore, we have to be very compatible to everybody around us, but we also have to be unique. And the way we're unique is of consistency, of product and service. And that's basically, in a nutshell, what it is. And we strive on it because we insist on it. And I am very hard on it. Because quality first. Simple. When you start to design menus, first of all, it starts off with guest comments. Yeah? Then it starts off with the waiters letting you know what the guests are asking for. You take note of all these things. Then after that, you see from your sales analysis what are your top and your bottom selling items. The bottom selling items you take off and you look at doing new dishes which you think your clientele is going to eat. And then based on the waiters and based on the comments, you get a very, very good idea of which way to go. Then once that happens, then the team and myself start sitting. Then we look at the quality of the product. We look to see the consistency that we can get that product at all times. Yeah? And once that is all done, then and only then do I design the menus. When we design the menus, we then sit with the senior teams and the people cooking and selling it and making it. And then we fine-tune it. Once it is fine-tuned, then we go ahead and we start with the costings. When the costings are done, we start with the mise en place, preparation lists. Then we start with the presentations. Then and only then, when that is done, then the menus are given off for print to see what the prices are. Then training is done. On-the-job training is done. OJT. Every single person making that dish will do the training on that dish. They will sign for that dish. And that's how we get the consistency. So that not every day there's a different chef cooking. Through the years, in different areas of the kitchen, we have very, very creative chefs. Yeah? And they were trained even way before I came by a lot of other chefs. So therefore, every department has a lot of creativity. Yeah? Yes, I always make sure I see the end dish and I put my input in, but I allow my team to be a little bit creative and to be able to show me what they've got inside them. If it is something which we're not happy with, then together we will change it. Yeah? But if I'm not happy with the presentation, we will redo the presentation. But I'll always give them the chance to go ahead and show me what they've got first, because they're the ones responsible. Yeah? And if I'm not happy with it, then of course I will change it to the way I want it. But again, it is all different. Banqueting is different presentations to a la carte. A la carte is different presentations to buffet. Buffet is different presentations to the pool and beach. Pool and beach is different presentations to Achimota Golf Course, which we cater as well. And we also cater for the pizzeria. So it's all different presentations. So I use the chefs in charge with me to design and create those dishes. We do receive every single week in our management meetings TripAdvisor reviews, Booking.com reviews, as well as Google reviews. When that happens, the bad ones or the ones that people are not too happy with, we take very, very seriously and we take it as constructive criticism, not a problem. We deal with them, we call the person, we find out what the situation is, and we rectify it immediately. Because it is very important. I would rather have a talker than a walker. If you've got a problem, call us and let us know what the problem is. There's always going to be problems. But it's how you deal with the problem. If you give me a glass of lemons, we will make you lemonade. Because it is important. There will always be issues. But it's how you fix those issues and how quickly you let that guest feel comfortable. That's the most important thing. Compliments, we accept, but we don't let it go to our heads because otherwise people will get too comfortable. Quality first. The bottom line is very service. It's simple. It's service with a smile and it's good quality at a good time. Yeah? We try and get the food out as quick as possible from a la carte. Yeah, we make sure that for banqueting, we're always ready 15 to 20 minutes before a function. Chef standing in front of the buffet, well groomed, ready to serve, with a smile on their face. Yeah, that everybody knows what the dishes are. It is important that customer relations in the kitchen and with the guests is very important. The chefs behind the buffet must talk to the guests at all times, must let the guests know that they feel comfortable. Go the extra mile. That's what it's all about. And consistency and quality with creativity is the most important thing. And listening to what the customer and the client is asking for. Absolutely, every minute of every day. Prices are going up every single minute of every single day. It is us to be able to be lucky we have a buffet and we have banqueting. With buffet and banqueting, we can change the menus to what we have at a reasonable price. Yeah? To try and still give that absolute quality. What's happened in this crisis is a lot of people have cut corners and they've reduced quality. And you've seen that throughout wherever you go. Yeah, it's not just a case of increasing a price. It's a case of negotiating with suppliers. It's a case of Muhammad going to the mountain, not the mountain coming to Muhammad. And it's a case of finding a way around the situation and dealing with it. Yeah, which we do and you saw it in the kitchen this morning. I had a new supplier which came in. I gave him my recipes. They did my recipes. They brought me the goods at a cheaper price. Yeah. So at the end of the day, when the other supplier comes back to me and asks me, but why you dropped me? I said, well, this is what I'm paying now. Meet me or go. It's as simple as that. Because at the end of the day, for a la carte, we're in a situation because we can't increase prices. They set for 6 months. So you have to be very careful of what you do and how you do it. And at this moment in time, the world's in chaos. Her Majesty passed away yesterday. That's going to be another scenario. So every day there's things happening, but you have to learn to deal with it. Because the show must go on. To always be 3 steps ahead. We always have to be 3 steps ahead. I spend a lot of time in the evenings going through different types of cooking shows, Pinterest, all of these things, trying to see what is out there in the world, what are people doing new on the buffets, what is this, what is that, trying to better ourselves at all times. Yeah, and then as a team sitting down together and working a way of doing it. Yeah, as I said to you, we have buffets, we have banqueting, we have a la carte, we have pizzerias. Always be 1 step ahead. Always come up with something different. Do live cooking. Do things like that. Let the people see that we are always doing something different and new. It is very, very, very important. But in my kitchen and in my brigade, we believe in one policy. And that is, if you become me, who becomes you? And that's why we always train 4, 5 down. So that quality never ever will be compromised. Not on my watch. It doesn't. We run 24 hours operation. You can come here at 3 o'clock in the morning and get a fillet steak or a tomahawk steak or grilled prawns or a seafood platter. So when you guys are finishing your jaws and there's nowhere to go and eat, Labadi is the place to be. You're getting quality, you're getting good food, and you're getting a good price, funnily enough. Everybody thinks that we are overpriced. According to restaurants in town, and if you do your summations, we are actually not. We are very reasonably priced according to the quality that you get.